Hey guys, all right, so this is going to be Road to 100,000 video 3 and 4. Um, I had recorded another hour session, which would have been the third in the series. This right here is the result. I lost all the video. For some reason, when I went to save it, the hard drive was full or whatever, and so I lost all the footage. So this was the result, though. It was a pretty uneventful, peaceful session, if you will. Never got up past the second level on the progression here. One time I think I had like $400 on the pass line doing the mayhem before it hit and I reset back to table min. But other than that, it was pretty low key. Just knocked back what is that? $1,095 in an hour. So where that leaves us in our road, this is the winnings that we had from before, right? So where that leaves us, let's just take a look here. So we've almost filled a second bankroll. So that's 35. There's let's see, this is 25 here, and that's 75. So that's another 100. So there's 1, 2, 25, 27. So we're at 1727. Um, beyond, I'm sorry, 27. What am I saying? Sorry, guys. 3,727. So we're about 1,300 away from making our second full $5,000 bankroll. So what I've been doing, I just kind of wrote some of this out so that it's a little bit more clear. What I've been doing, I don't know if you can see it here, but I'm starting with 44 inside, then moving, if that loses, up to 220 inside, and then 1,100 inside, and then 2,400 inside or 4,400 inside. And how that breaks down is you're doing $10 on the 5 and 9, 12 on the 6 and 8, 50 and 60. Next level up is 250 on the 5 and 9, 300 on the 6 and 8, and then $1,000 on the 5 and 9 and 1,200 on the 6 and 8. Obviously, depending on the bankroll size, you'll cover the 5 and 9 or not on this last level. Again, the chances that it ever gets there is super rare. Um, Anyways, I'll see if I can take a photo of this and put it up there. This is just how much in the hole at each level you're at, if it hits at that final level, at that level. Anyways, this right here is my hop sevens progression, which we may see today. What I plan on doing, because I've been doing the pass line mayhem to balance the inside bets here, all coming off the 7. And I was just thinking how even better it would be to run a hop sevens progression simultaneously with the pass line, and work in the inside, because then even if you lose, let's say you're at the $8 level on the hop sevens and you lose up at this first level, not only are you winning on the pass line, but you're going to be winning exponential on the hop sevens, and then you'll have a chance to parlay that and make an even larger win there. So I think the potential is great. I think it works perfect. It balances well. So we'll see how it works. I'm toying with the idea eventually of adding in the Fibonacci 4 and or 10 at some point. Um, we'll see how this goes first. So let me color up some of these so that we're not, let's see. So that's actually 25. So we'll do like an internal color up here for a second. So that's just swapping those two. And that's 50, that's 50. So that'll give us 100. And then that's 100 right there. So these we lock up. All right, so here we are. 3, 8. All right, no, 3, 7, 27. 37, 27. All right, so that's where we're at. Going back to our $10 bankroll. I mean, our $5,000 bankroll. Standard here, and we'll go ahead and get started. Again, $10 table. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna wait for that 7 to come. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, so we're working 1 on the pass line, and we're rolling. Here we go. 8. All right. 15 for 1. And then let's get these markers out for the 4 and the 10 there. And now we're off. 9. 10. First 10 thrown. 6. 7 out. All right, perfect. Working. This lost. Back up with 15. Reset this, and we're working. Here we go, coming up. 10. First 10 thrown. Bets are off. 4. First 4 thrown. 5. 9. 10. Second 10 thrown, and the points made. That's $15 here. Pressed by 5. Second 10 thrown. Still off. 10. Third 10 thrown. Look at that. 8. 10. Point made. $20 here. Pressed by 5 gives us 25. That was the fourth 10 thrown, so we're going to go ahead and do $10 lay. I mean $50 lay, $2 vig. Pardon me. Here we go. 6. And we made that twice. 8. 7 out. Beautiful. So it pays 25 on our lay. Nice quick $25. Lose this here. But we're coming off a win, so we just pressed the 30. And we're working. Reset this, and we're going. 12. So now we're off. 6. 6. Beautiful. Hit that point right again. That pays us $30 on the pass line, pressed by 5. So we just reset that. So now a loss, we only add 5. 7. Winner on the pass line. Front line winner. Beautiful. Pressed by 5. And on that 7, we're working on the come out now. 7. All right. Another winner on the pass. Pressed by 5 again. So lost that 44. Again, now we come back with our 220 inside. Still working. 6. Beautiful. That pays 70. And we're just going to go ahead and drop these back to our foundational levels here. Okay. Beautiful. And we're off. 7 out. Beautiful. All right, so this is lost. Press it by 5, so we'll come back up with 50. These are working again. That's off, and we're coming out. 10. First 10 thrown. Off. 6. 9. 10. Beautiful. That pays even money. Press by 5. And we're still off. That was the second 10 thrown. Here we go. 6, 4, first 4 thrown. 8, 7 out. Isn't that funny? We make the 10, but not the 6 twice. The last 2 times we had a 6 point, we lost that point. So it's fun. It's humorous how sometimes against the expectation the table runs. All right. So we're pressing this. We lost that. Press by 5 here, and we're working. 8. Beautiful. Love it. It's a nice $14 knockdown. I'm toying with the idea of, especially after you've had, instead of pressing the numbers up here, like the 7-7 press, which I should probably call it 7 press because I'm always moving after the first 7, is, if you're at a $15 table and you make 20 bucks, drop in the dollar on one of the hard ways. In this case, you're making 14 bucks. Just make 13 instead and drop a dollar for every win on one of the hard ways. A little bit ancillary side bet. I'm not sure if it's in the long run if the math is going to work out or not, but it's an interesting possibility that I'm toying with. 2, 8, point made. Beautiful. So that gives us press 5. Love it. So now we're up to 65 on the pass line. We're still off. 4, second 4 thrown. 6. I think we just made that 8 was the point there. 6, 10, third 10 thrown. 8, 9, 4, second 4 thrown. I think I didn't reset before, to be honest, because I know I had these on and I made that 14, and I should have reset the statistics. So I think we're at 110 and 2 4s. That was the second 4, second point just made. That pays out here. Press by 5, so now we're at 70 on the pass line. Again, those consecutive wins on the pass line with this pass line gambit is really awesome. 9. Perfect, third unique point. So after this point, if this point's made, then we're going to start playing the don't pass as well as the pass. And getting 5, getting some of that action there. 9, point made, look at that. All right, so that's that. And then pressing by 5 puts us at 75. Okay, now that's the third unique point. So as I said, we're going to come, now it pays 40 to 1 odds, or I think something like that. I typically start, because it's 3 unique points, I typically start at like $15 a table minimum, $10 if I do move on after 2 unique points. So after 3, I think we can come up pretty safely with the $50 don't pass. 10, and perfect, look at that, a 4th unique point. Second 10 thrown. So I feel pretty nice about this. If I was playing a little bit more aggressive, which I'm not going to, I could do some odds here because it is the 4th unique point on the 10, and we've already had 2 10s thrown. 4, third 4 thrown. But I'm just going to keep it like this because I'm playing a little bit more aggressive with the amount here. 6, 5, 8, 6, 10. Look at that. It was a good move. All right, so point made. That's the 4th unique point. Lost the 50. That was the third 10 thrown. So come up with the 100. I'm going to actually say let's do 200 because that's the 4th unique point. We got both of the outside numbers covered. So this is a pretty rare run here. This did hit when that point was made. So we got paid 75. Press it by another nickel. So we're up at 80 now, and we're rolling. Here we go. If we get one more 4 or 10, depending on what happens here, we'll see, depending on the number. 3. So 3 wins here. So let's drop it down to 100. 3 loses here. So we're going to go ahead and come right back up pressing 5. So we'll be up at 85. That's lost. And again, these progressions are totally distinct. Since I just cashed in on this one, I did just drop it down to be a little bit more conservative because I know I'm being a little aggressive. So 3 again. There's another 100 there. And we'll just press that. There's a little free 100 there. Our 85, we were just coming off a loss with our 85. So instead of just adding 5 to make 90, loss plus 5 actually means doubling it. So we're at 170 now. 185 doubled is 170. Let's make it 175 for good measure. Just round up a nickel. No problem. Easier to do. All right, so here we go. Coming out again. 6. Oh, 7. I'm sorry. 7 it is. Here we go. All right, so that means we're going to be working here. The 7 is when the point's off, so these don't get reset. These statistics do get reset on the 7. The don't pass loses on a 7. So we'll just press by 100 because we had just won right before that. And then this pays. There we go. And remember, when this pays, we reset back to table minimum. So now, out of danger here, out of discomfort here, these bets are working. And we're on the DP for 300. Here we go. 9. Beautiful. So that'll pay us 14 here. And now we're waiting to see if we can't close out here. We're off. 8. 6. 10. First 10 thrown. 9. Look at that. All right. So that was another point made there on the 9. I think we had 2 8s before. I don't remember, so I'm not going to mark it. Lose on the don't pass, win on the pass line. Let's pay that little guy first. Press by 5. Lose a 300. And we're going to come up with 500. Let's go 600. This has been quite the roll, though we did have that off 7. 9, back up on the 9. We did have that 7 over here, which is a little concerning for this bet here. 6. Let's get a 7. Come on. 8. 8. 10. Second 10 thrown. 9. Look at that. Another point. So we're at $600 there. So let's come back up with $1,200. A little uncomfortable. 7. Woo! $1,200 down. So we are playing a little aggressive. We know that. So this might be a good reason why we don't cut corners and get too aggressive on the don't pass progression. Because if you do it at the wrong time when you got a monster roll coming, that's hard to predict when a monster roll is coming. 5. All right. So we were working, by the way, as you can see. 5 pays us 14 again. We're going to go ahead and turn these off. That's another unique point. So we're feeling pretty good about this, about getting out of this one alive. 6. That was kind of scary. 9. 2. 7 out. Beautiful. All right, so that pays. That was far too tense, but the math worked out. You see, we had 4 unique. That was the 5th unique point. So we were probably close to 1,000 to 1 favored to actually win that bet. So it felt kind of crazy, but the math doesn't lie, as Charlie always says. Right? Okay, so all of this is reset. Lock up all of this. And I think we're probably at our goal, to be honest. That was pretty intense. All right, this is lost with that 7 out. It was the first loss, I think, because we were coming off a win. So we'll press into 25 because it was 20 up there. And now we're working on the come out. But before we actually throw that come out roll, I'm going to break this down. Hell, I'm going to leave it here. So I'm going to be able to refill my rack. So I know I have the solid. So there's 5. Clean. That's 1,000. All right, so let's restore our rack to 4 chips from top. All right, so 500. Not quite at our goal. We're getting there. So we're probably at, what is that? 750, close to 800. Guesstimate. All right, so we're reset. And here we go. All right, so we're working. 7 out. All right. Now this pays. Press by 5. This loses. So we come back up. Working. 9. So 50 pays 70. So we're going to go ahead and drop these levels down now. So we don't forget later, and we're turning them off. Looking for that 9. Here we go. 6. 8. 6. 5. 3. 8. 9. Point made. Oops. That's the first one. Point made. That pays us 30. Press by 5. 6. Point is 6. 5. 9. 5. Oops. Die off the table. No roll. 3. 7 out. Reset. Lose that. So we're going to come and press it, come back up that with the loss plus 5. And we're working. 3. That loses here. So we had just pressed by 5 off of the loss. So now we double. That puts us at 80. 40 times 2 is 80. And that 3 turns us off. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. That was right. That's right. No, I didn't pay it out. That was a loss. I did that right. Okay. Here we go. 6. 6 point made again. Beautiful. Look at that. So we win 75. Press by 5. So now we're up to, so we win 80. So press by 5. We're at 85. Mark that. 6. 7 out. That's a front line winner. Press by 5. We're now at 90. And that was a 7. So here we go. 8. Beautiful. Do 15 for 1. And we're off. It's a second unique point here on that 8. 9. Let's make this 8 here. Nope, 7. All right, so we're losing this $95 or that $90 bet here. So we're going to come back up. The last one we just pressed off a win, so we just have to come back with 95. And we're working after the 7. Here we go. 5. Beautiful. So that pays us our lovely 14 there. And we're off. Looking for that 5. 5. Look at that. Beautiful. Back to back. Love it when that happens. Press by 5 puts us at 100. So this will be our last parlay off a win, or press off a win, I should say. So 5 point was just made. And we're rolling. Here we go. 7. Beautiful. So win $100 on that pass line, lock that up, and drop back down. And we're working on the come out. 9. Beautiful sequence of events there. There's our 14 again. And we're off. 9 again. Look at that. Whew. All right. So that wins on the pass line. Press by 5. So we'll do our $10 minimum don't pass here because of the 2 unique points, and we just had a monster roll. Chance of having another monster roll are less. 8. 5. Lose the $10 don't pass. Make $15 on the pass and press by 5. And we're coming out again. Excuse me. Let's just do loss plus 5. So we're at $15. So we stand to make $5 on this one. 11. That's a win on the pass line. $20 even. Press by 5 puts us at 25. And then that's a $15 loss here. Loss plus 5 puts us now at $30 on the don't pass. And that gives us a nickel. That'll give us a nickel here. All right, here we go. We're still off on our inside bets here. 6, third unique point established. It's nice. 9, 3, 9, 3, wow. 9, okay. 8, 4, first 4 thrown. 3, 8, 9, 5, 8, 10, first 10 thrown. 9, wow, the 9 is going crazy right now, okay. Second 4 thrown. 5, 4, third 4 thrown. 7 out. All right, so these reset. Our don't pass pays. Our pass line loses. We came up. I believe we came up off a win, right? That's how we got all these reds here. So that means that we're just going to press by 5. And now we're going to be working again. This is all reset. And here we go. 2. So that we'd already just come up by 5 after a loss. So now we double the 30 to 60. Looking for that win. We're turning off here. Remember, only one roll ever. Here we go. 10. Point is 10. First 10 thrown. There we go. 5. 12. 5. 4. First 4 thrown. 11. 7 out. Lose the 60. Now we're up to 120 on the pass line. And we're working on the inside. And these reset on the 7. There we go. 10, back up on the 10. First 10 thrown. Off. 4, first 4 thrown. 7 out. All right. So 120 comes to 240. And we're working. 9. Beautiful. We'll go ahead and do 15 for 1 there. And we're off. Here we go. Let's get that 9. The 9's been going bonkers, so maybe it's all dried up at that fountain. We'll see if we can get this. I don't expect it to win. 9. There it is. Wow. Defying expectations yet again. Here we go. It's the one thing you can count on at craps, right? Expectations will be defied. So we now reset. Okay, what am I doing? Reset this statistic. We're at the baseline up there, so let's just do a temperature check to see how we're doing. Even though we do have one of those because we're in an active count right now. Let's wait for the 7 and then we'll. So that point was just made. We'll wait for the 7. We'll do a temperature check. There she is. All right, so 7 on the come out. Another $10. Press by 5. Actually, we'll wait for this shooter to wrap up here. 3. So we lose that and come back up with 5 extra. And this is off. 4. Second 4 thrown. No, we just hit a 7. That's why those were on. So this is reset. 1 4. First 4 thrown. 8. 6. 10. First 10 thrown. 10. Second 10 thrown. 11. 8. 7 out. Okay. That was coming off a loss, so our next bet up here after 20 is going to be 40. But we're going to, so once we get out of this progression, so we're like down 35 right now here. But we'll just take that for the moment because let's get this temperature checked here. So the 44 that's inside, just to leave it up there for a second, 44 and 6 is 50. So I've got 6 up here. I've got $50 up here on the inside, so we'll get back there in a second. This rack is reset. These 2 stacks are full minus 4, and these 3 are full. So we're perfect 5K right there. That's 3. Okay, and that's 7. That's 4. Size into it. And then let's drop. That's a stack of 25. So that's 2 stacks of 25. So that's 50. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 50, 65, 67. 1167. I think we said that we were 1,300 shy. So let's go for $150 more, and then I think we'll be at our 5K second bankroll, and then we can start adding some different strategies. Maybe complexify it a little bit, because that's a word, complexify. All right, here we go. Let's see. I think, yeah, we just 7'd out, so these are reset, and these are going to be working. And I had just lost 20 on the pass line, so we're coming back up with 40 to recoup those losses plus 5. And we're working. Here we go. 10. First 10 thrown. Off. 8. 7 out. So 40 is lost. So we come back up with 80. And we're still, this is reset and this is working. Here we go. 5. Okay. So that's another 15 for 1. Let's see if we can't get this 5. We're off here. 5. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, here we go. So there's our 80 pressed by 5. All right, so the point was just established at a 5. And here we go. 4, first 4 thrown. 3, 6, 7 out. All right. Reset this. Lose that. So we come back up with, I believe we had just won on the 80 before that. So we're just going to come back up with, so I had a weird break for a phone call that stopped the recording. And so here we go. So I think that's right. If not, it'll slow us down into reaching our goal by $80. Here we go. All right, so 7 just hit, so we're working here. And 6, beautiful. We'll do 15 for 1. Give us that $14 win there. And we're off, looking for that 6 here. 10, first 10 thrown. 9, 6, beautiful. Point made. That was coming off a loss, but we're still going to press by 5. That's how we roll until we pass 100. So now we're up at 95, 1 shot away. And we're still off. 6 was made. Here we go. 9, 6, 2, 7 out. Okay. Lose this, so we're pressing to 100 because it was 95. And working here. This is reset, and we're coming out. 7. That pays 100. Beautiful. And we're going to reset to 10. This is lost. So we come back out with our, I think that's right. All right, working still. 7 again. All right, here we go. Deep in the progression here. So again, as we went over earlier, we just lost on the 220 inside level. So now we come up with 1100 inside working. So that's $255 and 9, 600, 300, 6 and 8 working. Now I think we just lost twice to this shooter, so we're going to turn off. We're going to wait for the next shooter and then come back on. But we did make $10 on that. Here we go. 8. Dollar lost or missed is not a dollar lost. Here we go. 11, 10, first 10 thrown. 9, 9, 2, 10, second 10 thrown. 9, 10, third 10 thrown. 8, point made. 5, back up on the 5. So the point was made. I didn't pay myself for the $10. And I think we'd won $10 and not pressed. So that should have been 15, but it is what it is. Here we're at. So I got to pay more attention there. Waiting for one more 10 before we bet against it. 10, there she goes. So we'll come up against it here. Lay, $2 vig, I believe. Six, and okay, 6, there we go. 6 again. 8, 9, 8, 9, 11, 9, 8, 3, 4, first 4 thrown, 8, 6, 9, 9, pretty monster roll here. 7 out, okay. All right, so now we're reset here. This pays us our 25. Now, since that was a monster roll, so we lose this, come back up with 20. Since that was a monster roll, we're kind of overdue for the 7. We had several 7s in a row, monster roll. We had 3 7s in a row, I think it was. Monster roll, and then a 7. So I'm tempted to wait for a second 7 here just to be a little bit more conservative, given the fact that we've got so much money at risk on the table here. I think I'm going to do that. 10. Doesn't matter either way. All right, first 10 thrown. 11, 3, 6, 5, 7 out. Okay. So again, we lose. Now we lose that 20. We're coming off a loss, so we're going to come back up with 40. So same thing here. Do we want to wait to be more conservative? That was kind of a good size roll as well. I'm tempted. How much do we have here? 5, 5. We do have enough to do the full 4,400 inside because we are so far up. So we could do on that next level, like I was saying, we do 2,400 inside or 4,400 inside. So I think the chances of us hitting 3 7s here is pretty darn low. So I am going to go ahead and turn them on here, and we'll see how we go. 9, beautiful, out of it. So 250 pays 350. All right, and we're off and down. Get that money off the table. Although in a casino, I believe they still count the time on the table even if the bets are turned off, which is why they sometimes they'll have you, they force you to take your bets down if you're off too long. So a good strategy if you do get up to that level, get a couple extra comps by by letting it roll, by letting it sit up there until the end of the roll. But I think once we reset this, I think we've surpassed our goal. So we'll see where that goes. 12, 5, 6, 7 out. Okay. We lose the 40. So now we're back up with 80. 6. So we would have been working, but we're cycling out right now. We don't want to get caught in a progression up there. First 10 thrown. I just want to get out of this, and then we'll do a temperature check. 8. 8. Even just one win here, to be honest, is fine. 7. Nope, not at that time. So we got to come back up with 160 because we're at 80 up there. All right, 7 out, and here we go. Let's come out 7 will be a nice way to get out of this. Nope, 9. 3. 9, beautiful. There we go. We hit the point. There she is. Even money. Recoups all our losses plus 5. A little bit intense there. Got up kind of high in the progression, but let's take a tally here. Temperature check. So I think we can have another dollar in there, so I got to break this down. Okay. Let's color up here. That's another 100. Okay. That's 25. Swap that out. These two stacks are 5. That's 3. So we're at 1379. 1379. Beautiful. All right, so let's color up this one for a gold here. So 1379 was our profit on that session. All right, so I'm going to break the video here. That'll be sessions 3 and 4 combined. So if you look at now here, because we're up at 5K here, let's look at our total gains thus far on our road. Let's swap those out for a nickel. Let's swap these out for a hundo. Let's do this here. These are 2 stacks of 5, so we'll swap those out for gold. So we have our $5,000 bankroll with 111 to spare. So next video, I'll have 2 $5,000 bankrolls, and we'll experiment with adding the hop 7s in and maybe the Fibonacci 4 and 10, depending. So, all right, that's road where we just doubled our bankroll on our road to 100,000.